guys, it's NFMM here, and welcome to another tier list video.
Fuck. Sorry. I think something is wrong with my mic. Okay, it should be good now. Anyways, thanks for the patience for this video, because honestly, I've been really busy keeping track of my 6 awards. We have Most Improved, Improved Tier, Most Active on AIM, Best Content Creator, I'm the Best Member, and I'm the Best Returnee. What can I say? I do it all. I have like every category, Most Wanted and Tempest. I have like 14 awards. Like, I'm the 14-time champ in 2020. I'm unstoppable. Anyways, this tier list is based on facts, and if anyone wants to disagree with me, they have to be at least 6 foot tall. So I don't want to hear ultimatum talking. I don't want to hear no one talk. It's just my opinion. And I guess, I don't know who else is 6 foot. You guys are all dweebs. Anyway, this is my top 10 underrated players. For starters, we have Steel, who's a very solid boat racer who has been improving ever since the World Cup. He's been much more active in public games and honing his boat racing skills, as well as both, or just as in general, just racing. He can be consistent enough to get 2nd and 4th in a medium to high skill level lobby, and his wasting it's not good, but it shouldn't be slept on because it's very defensive. He could be seen in a defensive core with like Evo in the Winter Cup. He just kind of survives, lets other people do their work, but his long trail's there to threaten people away from, walls in certain areas. So then I think every slide I have something that Platt says or something Lighter says. And Platt says that he sucks, and Lighter says he sucks, and they're both in the same clan. So these guys have they need to figure it out. Night Raid needs to figure it out. I don't know what's happening over there. They just lost Versa to the Big 3 or Bloodlust, or I don't know what their name is right now, but they have to figure it out. It's still top 10, that's fine. Hot Rod, also known as God Rod. Hot Goat, hot, God. Number 9. My opinion, he's an up-and-coming superstar wasting talent. He's heavily underrated in wasting because no one expects him to do much damage. But recently, in pickups in the World Cup, he has proven himself. Even in high-level pickups, he performs and does well in both wasting. Kraz here says the truth. He's one of the most pure NFM players that Kraz has ever met, and Kraz is the most pure NFM player I've ever met. So, that's just wholesome, and he's wholesome here. Hey, just wanted to say hi and see how you are. Wasn't active on NFM today. Hopefully will be tomorrow. Oh wait, Kraz snapped me. Hold on. Oh wait, no, it's 31 minutes ago. Let me respond. I'm going to take a picture of slide, send it to him. Okay. So Hot Rod, number 9. Solid waster, as Platinum says, very underrated in my opinion. I think he will be up and coming and will prove himself in 2021. I can't wait to see it. Number 8 will be RZ. He's a bit of a tricky player in my opinion. The kid is an exponential learner as well as a time trial grinder. The one thing that holds him back is the fact that he spends 95 of his free time in Spacewalk. And half the time he plays it in public games or wars, he chokes, so I don't even know why he bothers. And I don't know why he does it. He's also affected by the Scribes disease, which is a mental disorder that basically prohibits the player to overtake. Instead of overtaking, they kind of smash the front of their car into the rear bumper, resulting in them being lagged over and over again. RZ cannot overtake at any stage. However, and I capitalize this, bold it, italicize, whatever. However, if he's first in a medium skill lobby, he will hold it till the end. He'll zoom. He'll gap. On mama, he'll gap. Because he's fast, but he can't overtake. And then we have, these are some opinions. We have RZ's only good at a relevant stage, which I agree. Blitzbreaker says RZ is booty butt cheeks, but I don't think Blitz should be talking because recently he's been hot ass. In my opinion, I think he has really good potential, but is wasting it on a pipe dream. He also blocked me, then unblocked me, which I don't know what's happening here. He was having a bad day, whatever. I had to include it to clown him. Solid 8th spot. I think in 2021 is his year. I think he'll, overcome, maybe get top 15 racing. We'll see. Veloster is one of my favorite NFM players in the community, at least. He's a very good all-rounder, and you can never really complain when he's on your team. He's very easy to synergize with if you're wasting or racing with him, which is why I picked him for Nigeria. He's a very good boat racer, but a better boat waster. He's a good boat racer and boat waster because he thinks outside the box. He uses the checkpoints to, you know, maneuver his car. So like, I remember on Let the Dream Begin, he smashed his car and then reversed instantly backwards. He smashed his car on a checkpoint, reversed instantly backwards to like avoid the entire flock. It was insane. But I slapped him on racing for Nigeria because I think because even though he's a better both waster, I think if I can help him improve his both racing a little bit more, he'll be like a demon in both games because he already knows what both racers are gonna do. So he just has to adapt and, you know, outread the both wasters, and I think he'll be really good. He's a really smart player, and no one complained that he's on this list. I think he definitely deserves number 7. Platt also says he's a very casual player, both good in both wasting. Him and Sox are good duo. I agree. He says yo, and then he also flirted with me, so I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe that's the only reason why he's on this list. You will never know. 6th place, Scribes, the time trial wizard. I don't know why he does most of the stages. Like he does intro, he does mad party, confusion. I don't know why he does it, but like if you time trial any stage, he's always in the top 5. So on paper, he's as fast as the top 10 racers, but is the patient zero of the Scribes disease. Everyone can agree with me that he's the founding father of just not being able to overtake. He's also not really as consistent as you would think, someone who grinds stages, which kind of sucks in my opinion. And he also tries to both waste randomly, which is like hard to watch for someone like myself. Platt's right here. Like this is the only time I'll agree with Platt. He's a player who's not focusing on his legendary racing skills. Instead, always does both wasting and is meh at it. I agree with Platt. This is Blitzbreaker. I don't know why I include his name. I didn't include his name, but Scribes in time trials is Gucci, but in multiplayer, booty. I can agree with Blitz there. Platt also had this like gay shit. I don't want to talk about it. In my opinion, I picked up Scribes because if he practiced overtaking, which he has by the way, you'll see in the World Cup, he's improved a lot. I think he'll be a demon. I think he could be top 10, maybe top 8 racers if he, you know, focused on overtaking instead of both wasting. I don't know why he does it. It's a waste of time. Just focus on like the one thing you want to be good at. 6th place, I think he's a really good racer. No one can complain about this. Now, top 5, Lighter. In my opinion, one, if not the most improved racer. He's a contender for top 10 racers in my opinion. He's a decent dodger, but his bread and butter is just pure out racing. A lot of people will disagree and say he's a better both racer, but because of his dodges. But I don't think he has dodges. He does this thing where he just slows down and just does this little swivel thing. And yeah, he has like 150 trail, so you won't be able to hit him that easily. But in my opinion, dodging is fast, and like you take wide, you do these quick movements like Versa, Ulti, Toa, you know? Dodging isn't just going slow. So Lighter's so annoying to play against because you want to kill him. Or me. I hate Lighter when I play against him because like you'll win the war because yeah, you're versus Lighter. He's like one of the worst players in the game. But you won't kill him because he'll be roaching like 3 laps behind on like Santa's, right? But he's just moving this slow movement. Like yeah, he'll have like yellow bar when you win the game, but like you want to kill him. He's also a very bad defensive waster. Alright, well, he's not bad. Yeah, he's bad. He's bad at being a defensive waster because he just dies, right? A good defensive waster, Bomb, Spark, Fi, you know, someone who could use their presence to push aggressive wasters so that they're aggressive wasters so they could have good opportunities and hits. What Lighter does is just circles the map over and over until he like dies. I don't understand what goes through his brain. He's also the biggest complainer. Like I can rant about Lighter all day. He's an absolute psycho. Platt has some choice words which I also agree with. Like he's a really weird kid, but in my opinion, he's one of my favorite, you know, people to talk to. I love giving him shit, but like in the end, he's one of my most improved racers. And if you hate him, you can't deny it. Like him and Blitz have so much beef right here. Like I don't know where it is, but he just has so much beef with Blitz, and like I don't know. I love taking with him, but in my opinion, he's contender for top 10 racing without a doubt. I think he deserves this. Moving on to number 4 is Rapid. In my opinion, he went from utter dog shit to human shit. He improved vastly from the World Cup and is a pretty consistent both racer right now. But however, I've seen him in a Dr. Monster in both games, and he murders kids. He murders Toa like every time he's in the game. I don't know how it happens. Like we both know Toa isn't good and he can't really dodge, and he's like in a wheelchair every time he gets an R1. But like Rapid needs to settle down, bud. Platt is also delusional here. I don't know what this is. He sucks, but he's on my level. Like no one's on your level, Platt, because it's like so far down, dude. And then he thought he was above. Like I can talk to Platt all day. I don't want to, because this video is not about him. This section is about Rapid and how he improved. He's a good racer. He can get second to fourth just like Steel. I think him and Steel are like equal in racing, but Rapid's both wasting really puts him ahead. All in all, yeah, a really good fourth spot. And he also introduced the World Cup stuff for 2020 and 2021. So I respect him as a member for that, and applaud that he gets fourth here. I really think he deserves this spot. He's been improving a lot. Glow, also known as Kepaso Master, also known as Shit Pamper 69 by Blitzbreaker. Blitzbreaker thought that was hilarious, by the way. One of his worst jokes. Like I hate, dude. I hate Blitzer sometimes. Glow's a very fast both racer with a very hard to hit trail, and then whenever he races, he doesn't have the Scribes disease. He can overtake whenever he wants to, and if he's having a good day. I think he's on par with the top 10 racers if he has a good warm-up. Without his 15 laps of warming up, he's an absolute train wreck. He's also one of my favorite community members, and we talk a lot, obviously. And he's my favorite Tempest member as well, because I always for example, I'll beat him, right? And then you can see here, he'll like, I'll call him ass or something, and then he just blocks me, deletes me, and then like leaves Tempest, and then comes back, and then does the same thing over and over again. I think he's really funny. He's top 10 racers, a really good community member, and just all in all, definitely deserving third place. Now, say what you want about Loaf, okay? I got a lot of shit for putting Loaf in my number 2. Like, a lot of people were like, dude, Loaf is bad. He's washed. I'm like, I don't care, dude. When I see Loaf play, he's insanely good at both wasting. Like, story time. So, it was Loaf and I were just practicing for like Nigeria and whatnot, and a bunch of people logged on, like a bunch of like shit players like Lighter and Platt, whatever. And then we were like, first to 10 racer kills wins. He got to 10 kills in the middle of the third game, and I thought I was really good at killing racers. I was on 7. He was, or like 6. He was on 10. He was just killing them over and over and over. Like I was spinning like taught. Like he was doing maneuvers and like moves. I only thought like a couple people did, but Loaf was doing off like just like instinct. It was insane. Because at that point I didn't really know how good Loaf was. I was just testing, and then I DM'd Toa about it, and apparently Loaf was like him and Gare was the best combo in Need for Madness at one point, and I didn't know that. No one told me, so I snagged him for the World Cup. I lost JV, I lost Gasper, I picked up Loaf. I needed him. He's an insanely good dodger and both racer, but he's so good at both wasting and just killing people. He's bad at wasting, but good at both wasting. I don't understand it. I mean, I guess I'm like that too, but like not as bad as Loaf. Like Loaf dies in a minute. I die in like 15 minutes. Loaf dies instantly. He's a really funny guy, and I agree with Platt here. He doesn't obsess over NFM, so he obviously gets bitches right here, and then here as well. And then he's very patient and calculated. He's also fluent in JV, so that obviously gives him little bonus points. I just messed this up. I gotta get this back. Okay, there we go. He's a clean dodger as well. Yeah. So second place, definitely deserved. Love the guy. Now number 1, on top of the mountain of dog shit, is Sock, my 2020 underrated pick. I sent my votes in, and I just kept Sock, I believe. I don't know if I did. You could fact check me, call me dumb, but Sock deserved 2020 underrated. He's patient, calculated, defensive, smart. He's probably in the top 10 wasters currently. He's one of the funniest people on NFM as well, because he's just so dumb, dude. He just says like ice and XD and yo all the time, and a little bit of like Velo. Like it's just so funny to me. his bread and butter is wasting, but he's been learning a lot on how to waste, and I've been giving him a little couple tips here and there to make sure he becomes the best player he deserves, because he's been putting on a lot of work in the Dr. Mon stuff and is really honing his wasting skills and doing really good. He doesn't really play well on Team Oxide. You can say here's a great impatient waster, but he's starting to get a little sloppy. We need more Tempest practice. We need a little bit more time, talk. He plays balloons with me from time to time. He's a really cool kid. He's also the first person in the game to help me improve my wasting skills. He beat my ass like a Cherokee drum over and over until I learned the game. So I wouldn't be the player I am today without Socks. So he gets my kudos for that. He's one of my favorite. He makes really good stages. He's one of my favorite people in the community. And yeah, the community definitely wouldn't be the same without Socks. So that's my top 10 most underrated players. Let me know if you agree or disagree. You could put in the comment section, DM me, I don't care, whatever. And also make sure you DM Lighter, tell him how bad his Lego profile picture is. It's atrocious. It's bad. If just look at it. Lighter is so dumb for that. Anyways, have a great day. See you guys, I don't know, in the stage, in the madness, whatever.